Hey, YouTubers and friends. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live. We're minus a Vixen tonight, but our friend Sam the Adventure Man's here joining us on our 4th year anniversary today, and I'm glad it's all with you. It's going to be a great show, so don't go away. We'll be right back. Hey, YouTubers and friends, thanks for joining us for another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live with Toledo Jess, Dana, the Treasure Vixen, and I.
Testes, 1, 2, testes, 1, 2.
Dano. See what I gotta put up with, everybody.
It says Mike. We were just testing, make sure.
Yeah. Too hot, too hot.
Oh my goodness sakes alive.
Too hot for YouTube. Yeah.
Well, everyone, tonight's our 4th year anniversary, and no better guest to have on than this gentleman right here below those two guys, Sam the Adventure Man. Mr. Lodak, thank you for the super chat.
World's greatest moderator, Mr. Lodak.
Greatest moderator.
Wow,
I'd like
4 years.
Pardon me, Jesse?
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
What the
Can
heck
you
are we
believe
doing?
it? Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. You think we'll ever learn how to do this stuff?
I don't know, maybe in another 4 years.
All right. Maybe a little better. Maybe by then Dana will say something.
Right?
Nope.
Everybody, thank you for joining us. I hope that covers all of you. I was watching last time we had Sam on, and boy, we have a lot of friends that join us every Tuesday, and it seemed like it took a long time to say hi to all of you. And I know Sam is a very busy man now, and
Dang it.
I really want to give him. I really like this guy. Don't tell him that, but I think he's a genuine great guy, and I really like him, and I want him to have. I want to get to him right away. We've been waiting a while to have this victim back with us. I mean, this guest back with us. So I think I'm gonna pen him up and get him right to it.
Awesome. Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for having me, guys. It's great to be here again.
Well,
Man, time has just flown by. Holy smokes. Here we are, fellas.
definitely.
4 years. Congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You. I appreciate it. It's hard to believe it's been 4 years, Sam.
Yeah, that's nuts.
And I was, and when I look back, it's like, oh God, we were bad that first year, and it's like, oh man, the lighting was bad, the chroma key was bad, the sound was bad, but
Yeah.
you know how things evolve. When
Oh,
you were first on our
All the
show,
buffering.
and shortly after you first met Jared, and I actually didn't know that was your first time meeting him
Mhm.
the day I met you two
Yeah.
until what, Nashville, or when we had the show when you guys were on your way to Nashville.
Mhm.
And boy, talk about it, the evolution of two channels.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yours, you're almost at 100,000 subscribers now.
I know it's crazy, man. That kind of blows me away, man. Just being here and just the adventure that it's been. It's just, yeah, it's mind-boggling,
Oh,
No doubt.
I believe it, and same with Jared. I said on the first show he was on, gonna be like a rocket. And
Yep.
I'm very happy for him with his million plus.
Yeah.
I'm really happy with you and your success. I hope your son's channel and his adventures does as well as all of our guests, huh, guys?
Yep.
I just
Thank
wish
you.
someday our boat would come in.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But
That would be cool.
Hey,
We're having fun anyways. That's what it's about for
now
us.
Yeah.
how drastic has all of this whirlwind of a roller coaster YouTube ride been for you? I'm sure it's been quite the e-ticket ride.
Oh man, no, the ride itself, man, has been just it's just been amazing. Just for me personally, the thing that has been the biggest, other than helping the families, and being able to use the platform to, encourage other people, to clean up the environment. I'd say the
Right.
biggest thing for me has been the community of other YouTubers, the community of friends. I have lots of other, friends that are doing YouTube that I can just call right, at a moment's notice and ask questions. So it's just, it's just like any other group. You get involved in the group, you start doing the thing, you start meeting the people, and before too long, you have a new another extended family. That's exactly what it's been for me, and it feels really, really, really good to just to have friends that are, doing positive, things in the world, and that you look over and you're like, man, I'm impressed with what you're doing, and they look back at you and they're like, man, I'm impressed with what you're doing. And so it's kind of a big, mutual back and forth admiration. So as far as, the biggest thing has definitely been, the group of friends that I've gotten from that, people that are, trying to do good things in the world and doing right in their life. And then just, it's kind of throws me off every now and then when people recognize you in public. in fact, just yesterday, my son Kyler and I, we were diving at a lake, just doing a little cleanup, and there were 5 kids that came up and recognized me. And they said, "Hey, is that Sam? Is that Sam?" They were so excited. They're all about maybe around the age of 10 to 12, and I had like a little bit. I had a little bit of I had a little bit of the Adventures with Purpose merch with me, so I gave them some merch, and they were just like so excited, And so realizing the social responsibility that we have, kids looking up to us. We have children that are coming up looking at us like, man, these guys are cool, these guys are awesome, they're doing wonderful things, and just the realization that YouTube and does put us in front of the world, and especially
Right.
especially young people. I feel so as my channel is growing, before when I had 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 followers, I was like, man, it's whatever. But now that I'm sneaking up to 100,000 followers, I really feel like more so than ever, to make sure that my content is clean, it's uplifting, it's encouraging. If I do discuss a subject that might like if I do just discuss a subject of maybe controversy, or perhaps something that might be hard to swallow, I want to make sure that I do it in the best light possible. This is this platform. I mean, it's a platform, and this platform could be used for good, or it could be used to promote foolishness. So that's definitely been a big thing on my heart that I've noticed with this roller coaster ride. Just the people are looking up to us. We encourage people. There's been so many people that have reached out to me personally, saying that they've seen some of the stuff that I've done on Adventures with Purpose. They've seen some of the stuff that on my channel. They've seen some of the stuff even on my girlfriend's channel, Exploration Togetherness. My son's channel, my friend Corey's channel. So many people have reached out saying that they've been encouraged, by what we do. Maybe they're like, yeah, I was fighting depression, but now I'm actually out doing something. In fact, I even had
Sam, 1 second.
Go for it. Yeah, man.
What's your son's channel and your girlfriend's channel again?
So Kyler's channel is Kyler Ginn. That's KYLERGINN. So Kyler Ginn, just his name right now.
Ambient Girl or Mr. Lodek, could you find that channel, please, and
yes,
post it
please.
in the room?
Yes,
Let's
please.
get him over 1,000. He's really close.
Yeah,
And
he's super cool.
Renee's?
Yeah, and Renee's channel, it's exploration togetherness. So Kyler's channel, it's mostly, it's going to be about, his and I adventures and some of the adventures that he's doing on his own. He's, kind of learning. As far as Renee's channel, it's more of, geared towards couples and things that couples do together or can do together. It's gonna be like date night and, little getaways and, little hikes and, just stuff to, just to go explore together. So anyway,
That's cool.
so please go over and check them out, give them a like, hit subscribe, hit the bell notification, the whole bit, so
Yeah, both
yeah,
those.
thanks for asking, man. Appreciate that,
Renee
Ed.
is super nice. I had the privilege of meeting her in Nashville. And if Kyle's anything like his dad, he's a good guy right now. Boom.
Yeah,
Hands
Kyler.
down.
Yep, Kyler. Yep.
Kyler, sorry. Sorry,
Yeah.
Kyler.
You know,
I did catch
Happens
your
all the time.
live stream. I plugged the show tonight. I hope you didn't mind. I didn't have a
I did.
moderator deleted or nothing, so
Yeah, no worries, man. It's all good. It's all good.
So one of the things that you were just not talking about is a subject my wife and I were talking about earlier. How there's this younger generation, I think, is going to be different because I see a lot of them getting into basics, getting into like the stuff that we're doing, getting back to, uh, um, doing good things for people, doing good for others.
Mhm.
And even though you hear a lot of noise go in the opposite direction, that loud noise is, just a minor little group. And so with what you're doing, the fact that kids look up to you, and we've heard it too, kids want to know what we're doing. They love being taught this stuff. I think we're gonna be all right as long as we keep pushing that. As long as we keep pushing and teaching these young kids, there's more than just video games. There's more than just TV. There's real life out there. I think that what you're doing and the fact that you got a lot of kids coming around you, and I think that's great. And we need a lot more of that. And I think this community is going to, not just this community, but this type of YouTube community is going to push that for us. They really need to push that as much as we can.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
Like you said, put it in the light that's honest and truthful and upfront.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
and
they look up to you. They look up to us.
doing what we do, we become ambassadors of what we do in our lifestyle. So,
Right.
People will scrutinize us even more.
Yeah.
So, I don't mind. I'd rather be a positive influence than a negative influence in the world.
Absolutely.
And boy, what now? Okay,
As I
are
wear my negative influence shirt, right?
yeah, your shirt from Mineral Mammal.
Yeah.
You should read the back. You'd understand if you read the back of that shirt, Sam. But now you're working a lot with Adventures with Purpose now, aren't you? You're on Buttons and Pens with Dan the cameraman,
Oh yeah.
you and Jared. Uh,
Yeah.
that from the first time we all met on the Willamette to
Yeah.
now, is it more of a like a Jesse and I type thing and Dana where you kind of came in and now you're total, you're a part of Adventures with Purpose and like a constant collaboration?
Oh
Or
yeah. It's definitely it's become a constant collaboration. Jared and I both kind of have the same mentality on a lot of things. So we really click as far as, you know, our adventurous spirit, the way we like to plan things by not really planning. We just kind of step forward with our skills and our abilities and just kind of see what happens. As well as, you know, our passion for helping others, you know. So as far as, you know, we just really clicked in that way. You know, so yeah, definitely, you know, I'm part of the, you know, Adventures with Purpose family. As far as, you know, yeah, it's pretty much like a nonstop collaboration, you know, at this point. You know, I still go out and, you know, I'll shoot my footage, you know, for my channel, but I'm also there, you know, helping him with his channel. And it's been a great ride. And I hope to, you know, stay, you know, riding that train for quite a while longer. You know, we're doing good things in the world, and I'm just really blessed and happy to be a part of that.
Mary Monarch says you're Jared's fall guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, everybody needs, hey, that's all right. No problem.
So
yeah,
when you go somewhere and someone's talking to you today, right? You run into one of your friends or something. Hey, where's Jared? Hey, you know.
Yeah, it happens.
And I'm sure it happens to Jared too. Hey, where's Sam? You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it does. In fact, there's been a few times that, you know, Jared's done videos without me there. You know, just because, you know, he lives down in Oregon, I live in Washington. There's been a few times that I've done videos without Jared, and that's one of the first questions people ask is, you know, hey Sam, where's Jared? Or hey Jared, how come Sam's not in the video? Where's Sam at? You know, but the fact of the matter is, you know, we live quite a distance apart. He's down in Oregon, and I'm up here in Washington.
He's
you know,
not
so
just in Portland. So
no, he's deep. He's deep.
Like
Yeah,
in the
he's deep.
heart of Oregon.
Yeah.
Where,
yeah, so he's like 6 hours away, you know, but we link up, you know, when we can, and you know, we're committed, you know, to a couple of big trips a year. That way we can, you know, go do as much good as we can. So don't know if that answered your question.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, so it's all good.
Yeah. That happens.
Well, you
Yeah.
two are a good mix, and you found a young, talented cameraman and editor in Dan. Really personable guy, a really good guy for his age, you know.
And that's what I was talking about. That's you know, that next generation coming up. There really are a lot of good young people in it, you know, and
Absolutely.
Dan's a good example of that.
Absolutely. You know? Yeah, Dan's a great guy, you know, just hanging out with him, you know, just his clean, you know, fresh perspective, you know, just has such a good heart. You know, he just wants to do, you know, the right thing. And he's I mean, truthfully, in a lot of ways, he's way more advanced than I am. You know, just, and so I mean, it's just, you know, just like he's got to
that point, right?
yeah. No, I'm not even at that point in a lot of aspects, man. He's got it together, you know. So I'm like, man, this 18-year-old kid's got it together, you know. I'm looking, so you know, you'd think that he would look at us as role models, but you know, I'm looking at him, you know. But I'm kind of that way with everyone, you know. I have a firm belief that, you know, everyone around you, you know, you could learn something from them, you know, regardless of their age, you know. So I try to, you know, see, you know, what they're good at, or, you know, try to pick the brain, or just experience, you know, who they are, you know. And I gotta say, Dan is a fantastic young man.
Yeah, he is. His mom was really nice too, man. Yeah, when I met her, you could tell how her pride for that kid was just overflowing.
Yeah,
and that definitely showed in the videos too, in the live feeds.
Yeah, I think Jesse, you watched that all day.
I was on YouTube all day, jumping from your live shots to Jared's to whoever else went live, and everybody. I'd be jumping back and forth, see what was going on all day.
Oh yeah. In Tennessee.
Yeah.
That was a
awesome.
wild time. Yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff, you know, a lot of vehicles out of the water, you know.
Right.
And we did end, you know, on the note that we did find Bill. You know, we all were there looking for Bill, and we found Bill Simmons. You know, we got a lot of vehicles out of the water, but, you know, bigger than that, you know, we were able to, you know, help Bill's wife, help her begin the, you know, the healing process.
Some
closure. Even to expand on that, you showed that city. Look what's in your water, people.
Yeah.
Look what is in there. You need
Yep.
to do something about it. I'm
Yeah,
sure that
even the
I'm sure
news
they
had
were embarrassed.
the news had to exaggerate on that a bit, though.
Yeah, I forgot what the news said. I think the news said that we pulled out like 40 or 60
Yeah,
cars
40,
or something ridiculous.
42, 41.
No,
something
no,
like
no.
that.
It was 19 and a half. 19 and a half cars at that time. And then
Right.
so then we found Bill's car, so that'd be 20 and a half cars. You know, it was not no 42, but that's all right. I mean, they have to
exaggerate. I mean,
yeah,
they
they have
didn't
to sell the
need to
story, I
exaggerate.
guess.
Just a
No.
19 would have been enough.
Yeah.
You know?
And
That's
a
crazy.
big shout out to the Grand Ole Opry for all of you divers and providing the pavilion, and can't forget oh shoot.
You forgot?
Yeah,
I guess you can then. I guess you can
I'm
forget then.
I'm blanking on their names. I'm sorry. Karen, I believe.
Tara
Tara
Karen.
and Karen.
Yes,
right?
yes, outstanding help. I mean, they put all the pieces together for us.
That's
I
awesome.
was gonna wear my Adventures with Purpose shirt tonight, but it was really doing crazy things to my chroma key, you know, and it isn't like chroma key green either. It's like uh dungaree green or army green or
Oh wow.
whatever. And I was having a hard time messing with it, so before I called these guys into pre-show, I'm up saying, what shirt should I wear? I need something that won't get all weirded, because
Yeah.
nothing looks worse than bad chroma key. It just looks cheap.
So what are you what's your next, are you looking for anybody right now? Are you
No, no. Go ahead.
and I'll go, yeah, that was basically my question. Do you have someone that you guys are looking for, getting ready to look for, or what's in the future for you guys?
Yeah, well, in the future, we have the big trip coming up in September. You know, we have a whole bunch of cases that are constantly, coming in. But the fact of the matter is, it's summertime. My kids are out of school, and so now it's time. It's my time that I need to give to my kids. They're young, and so right now it's camping,
Right.
it's fishing, it's riding bikes, it's squirt gun fights. But then when they go back to school in September, then we're going to have the big trip. Where we're going to load up, we're going to load up the RV again, we're going to pull the trailer. We're just going to, do the trip around the US. And we're going to try to hit as many stops as we can and hopefully, answer, as much questions about where people are and, deliver answers and, so we're going to try to knock out as many as we can. But as for now, the here and the now, it's just family time.
So for the summer, it's going to be family time. Then
Yep.
once everything, all the schools hopefully will be open by then.
Yeah. Hopefully all the schools will be open. Actually, my kids' school wasn't affected too much by what was going on out in the world. Hopefully everything's cool and kosher. And then it's just right back on the road. Our trip will probably be 4 to 5 weeks ish. And hopefully we'll be able to get some answers. So
Cool. So what do you do on vacation time?
oh man, pretty much. Well, on vacation time, just explore, have adventures. Just swim. Ride bikes, canoe, kayak. Mountain climb, camp. I like camping. I like diving actually, even though I dive, a lot, for YouTube. I also enjoy diving when the cameras are off. Boat. What's that?
Any treasure hunting or prospecting?
Oh yeah. I have some treasure hunting coming up. Actually have a buddy of mine. He knows where there's some mines that he has rights to. We're gonna go check out some mines and do some panning for gold.
Cool. I thought I saw in a video of yours you were actually panning.
Yeah, we were out panning. Yeah, a guy named Frank. He took Renee and I out gold panning, and actually we found just a little bit of flash. We had a little bit of flash in our pan. So
any flash in your pan is a good flash.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Was that back home in Washington?
Yeah, I was back home, back here in Washington, not too far from Rochester. So it was, it was great. It was great. But other than that, just vacation. It's time to barbecue and just hang out.
Chill.
Right. Are you still a captain and doing
Oh
your
yeah.
search and rescue?
No, so so I'm still a captain. I still hold the captain's license. Actually, I had a company call me this summer. A different company called me this summer, asked me to come work for them. I did not, and also the company I was working for the last couple of seasons, I stepped away from that position because doing the work, in order to take the contract, you're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And there would be times where I would be on call. I would be working, 20 hours. I'd go home. I'd get like 2 hours of sleep, and then I'd get another rescue call, and then I'd, just go right back out. And so it was very common. It was not good for my kids. It was not good for my family. I mean, even though it was fun, it was exciting. I was always had adrenaline. I always had great adventures. I was seeing orcas. I was seeing humpbacks, lots of seals. Boats on fire. Boats sinking. I was rescuing people. Fighting waves. I was doing a lot of really, really awesome. Like high speed stuff.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, when it comes to my kids, they were very heavily neglected in that. And YouTube is actually, my YouTube has gone to the point now where, through the ad revenue and a little bit of members and different donations that come in,
Right.
I'm actually able now to just be a YouTuber. And so I don't have to worry about, going away and not being with my kids, and so this is something that's recently developed where I don't have to be a rescue captain, to make ends meet. Although I love being a rescue captain, but right now the fact of the matter is, my daughter's 14, my son is 13, and here pretty soon they're not going to want to hang out with dad. So I have to take the opportunity now. And so
Well,
this
I don't
summer,
know. You're a celebrity now,
right?
so
Oh no, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a celebrity at home. I am not a celebrity at home. They don't look at me like that. Yeah, I'm
Is
just
that true, Renee? Is that true? She's in the room, so we'll
she is.
find out.
Yeah, definitely not a celebrity at home. So this summer, no rescue work, just hikes and camping and bike rides and taking my daughter out to go drink bubble tea. That's what
Well,
that's what.
she says she loves having Sam around full time now.
Yeah, actually, and in fact, me and her just got back from Seattle. We went up to Seattle today. We checked out Mopop, which is the Museum of Pop Culture. We went up there and I checked that out, and then afterwards we got an ice cream.
By
So,
the
yeah, so we
Space
just got back.
Needle
Yeah,
there,
right by
isn't
the
it?
space. Yep, right by the Space Needle. Then the day before, as you guys saw, I was diving with my son Kyler, and then a
Right.
couple days before that, I was spending time with my mom and my other kids. So I've definitely been starting to make good on that promise as far as spending time. And I recently got a tent. Actually, got a tent for Father's Day, so I plan on doing some camping, along with my van. I'm getting that. I'm looking for a front passenger seat. But other than that, man, I'm just getting everything together, to really just keep the adventures rolling, and just try to show the family the best time I can.
Our friend Ohio Relic Hunter says you're about 2 subs away from having the paparazzi follow you around.
Dang it.
Being a YouTuber is kind of a big thing in a lot of kids' eyes nowadays. They're like, instead of like, oh, I want to be a Hollywood celebrity, it's like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber like Sam the Adventure Man.
Yeah, no, my kids. In fact, this weekend, my son Arthur, he told me that that his friends think it's really cool that I'm a YouTuber. They think it's awesome. And so, as far as the vibe from his friends, oh yeah, your dad's a YouTuber, man. That's all. So it definitely is. Definitely does hold a high level of esteem. With the kids nowadays.
Yeah, it's,
I mean,
yeah. Nobody's watching TV anymore, so
Yeah.
No, I don't. I spend it on
I'm on
YouTube pretty
YouTube.
much.
Yeah, I don't watch a whole lot of TV either. I never really was one to watch a whole lot of TV. I was always out and about. But when I do watch things, I got my phone and I just type in, whatever subject I'm curious about, You know,
Right.
then I'll spend, a few hours or, half a night or whatever, just, watching, whatever interests me,
Right. Any more questions over here?
The Magnet Squatch, Jason says, Sam should get up with the Michigan Magnet Man and do some camping videos.
Heck yeah. I'd love to come to Michigan. That's for sure. Sounds great to me.
There you go. Contact him.
Yeah. Contact me at, you guys can, if you guys do want to contact me, a lot of times I'll get like over inundated over on my Facebook Messenger. So just send me an email at samsamtheadventureman@gmail.com. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me.
There you go. If you have any tips or anything, or Sam's a great guy. Just don't be a jerk.
No, I don't come across too many jerks. Most of the people I've come across have been really, especially in this community, have been really kind, just really warm and welcoming. So for the most part, everything's been awesome.
MVP Most Vicious Prospectors. This is Sam Gain. Sam the Adventure Man. He works on cold cases, recovery, river treasure, ocean treasure, scuba diving, all around adventurous man, really. Sailed around the world and
Not yet. I gotta stop you.
wait.
Getting ready to sail around the world.
Okay, getting ready to sail around the world. You have sailed quite a bit though.
Yes, I have.
The ocean is the road to everywhere.
Yes, that's right. Ocean's the road to everywhere.
So Chris B wants to know, wait a minute, what really got you into scuba diving? Something you always like to do, or something?
Yeah, so as a kid, I spent a lot of time over at my grandmother's house. And I wasn't, she didn't really allow, cartoons and like meaningless, stuff on the television, at least not too much. But something that I was able to watch as much as I wanted to was animal shows. I just remember, sitting right next to my grandma, just snuggled up on the couch, just watching, these nature videos and seeing scuba divers and, seeing the underwater world. And to, just seeing the underwater world. I mean, seeing the sharks, seeing the sea anemones, seeing, all the gear, seeing these people, they get all this gear together and they go into this totally alien environment, totally different world, and they're just there and they see the most amazing things. So I'd say as a kid, I was definitely captivated. And to be honest with you, it was actually the coolest. If you asked me when I was a kid, what's the coolest thing you could imagine doing, I would have told you scuba diving. So I took my childhood dream and I took some time to make that happen. But now here as an adult, I guess I'm living out my childhood dream.
And I'm wrong with that, and especially if it's bringing you an income. It's bringing you joy and an income. So
It's bringing me joy. It's bringing an income. I'm able to encourage others. I'm helping people. So it's just it's just following that passion. It was reconnecting with who I was as a kid, and a lot of times this exploration. Going and exploring the underwater world, or just hiking or exploring wherever. It's just reconnecting that childhood inquisitiveness. So I hope that answers your question.
Your childhood inquisitiveness to an adult who's taking care of a family.
Yep.
To a YouTube influencer.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's pretty wild.
That's something that typically when you think of a YouTube influencer, you think of a childish adolescent doing crazy stuff and getting other people to do crazy stuff with them. And that's partly true, but it's also true that you have not so crazy people doing sane things and doing good things and having people follow them.
Yeah.
So There is hope.
There is. Yeah,
hope.
YouTube's a platform. I mean, you could use it for good or you could use it for evil.
Right.
So,
Right.
or use it for foolishness or use it, to educate or bring hope. So
Right.
I'm hoping to, maybe bring some hope or at least share something cool.
Well, and look, you look at your subscriptions. You're getting there, right?
Yep.
You're getting up there in numbers, so you're obviously influencing a lot of people.
Yeah.
If not influencing them, at least showing them.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, the biggest thing, and one of the biggest things, that I'd like to show people, is I'm just a regular dude. I'm just a regular dude. Yeah, we're doing great things in the world, but other people, can use, their talents, and they can use, what they have to work with, to do good or to maybe explore their area. There's different ways that you can help out, either by talking to friends, by being there with somebody, by going on hikes or walks, or if you're out walking the dog, picking up a few pieces of trash. Right. There's lots of things that people can do, right now where you're at. You don't have to be a scuba diver. You don't have to be an adventure dude. You could just be, just a little old lady that takes your dog for a walk once around the block. But in the process of doing that, you can pick up trash. You can give a smile. Sometimes, just being friendly to other people, that makes a difference. In fact, I just recently heard a story. It was on a TED Talk. I don't know if you guys watch TED Talks, but a guy was telling me about a TED Talk he watched, and how this guy was going to go commit suicide, and on his way to this certain bridge, somebody but he had said that on his way to a certain bridge, that if somebody would have just smiled to him or just given him acknowledgement, that he would not have jumped off this bridge. Anyway, long story short, nobody smiled at him, and he ended up jumping off the bridge. And when he was in the water, what kept him afloat was a sea lion kept pushing him up and pushing him up. Wow. But he had said if just somebody just smiled at him, that would have been enough joy and happiness that he would have just backed off the whole thing. So I think that, us, being positive influences and positive lights in the world, we shouldn't take that for granted. Even if you just walk by and give somebody, a kind nod, you're just sharing that, that light and sharing that love. Right. So you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to be a big scuba diver. You don't have to be you don't have to be a scuba diver. You don't have to be an adventure dude. You could just be who you are, where you are, and still, have a positive, impact on the world.
Oh, very true. I agree with you, Sam. And, it's much nicer spreading kindness and and joy, love, brotherly love, sisterly love, than being all grumpy, mad at the world and trying to take everyone down with you. And,
yeah, totally.
And words, they are powerful, and a lot could be said for a friendly hello, a smile.
Yeah.
And
just a friendly glance sometimes all it takes.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That's right. Wisconsin Gold Rush.
The hardest part about this whole mask ordeal has been not being able to see anybody's smiling face.
Yes.
Not that everyone smiles, but at least that one or two that are out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's over with now. At least here.
Yep. Here we are now.
Except for the people still want to wear them, but whatever. It's good for them.
Whatever. Right.
Yeah, I saw a guy today driving around alone in his own truck, windows up, wearing a mask, and it's one of those things that just make you go, okay. If whatever makes you feel comfortable,
Yep.
I've been working the whole time. Dana's been working the whole time. Yep. Shoot. Went to California.
People.
Huh?
That's because you weren't essential people. You weren't essential enough to keep safe.
That's right. I always said I was expandable. That's why I was still working. Expendable. Yeah. So.
Not essential.
I'm a number.
We're all a number. We're all a number. Absolutely.
I am not a number. I am a free man.
Oh. I am human. I'm not an animal.
So, Sam, where do you see yourself and your channel next year this time?
Next year this time. So right now I'm getting close to about 90K. Realistically, yeah, close. I'm flirting with 90K. I'm almost there, not too far from our 100K. As far as numbers, I'll probably be up to 200K. As far as what I'm doing, I've been working on building my team. I've been working on getting my son up and running. I've been working on with working on projects with Renee. I do intend this fall, after the Adventures with Purpose trip, I actually want to take a video editing course. I definitely need to up my game. I'd like to up my game. It's something that I am very interested in. So I'm gonna take a video editing class. That way I can make my presentation more presentable. As far as the content, it'll be adventures, it'll be environmental cleanup, it'll be cold cases, it'll be exploring, it'll be trying to show the world, or at least showcase the beauty of the world that's still here to be seen, in hopes that people will respect it and get out and enjoy it more. Just basic encouragement, all around goodness.
But the main thing you gotta remember though is make it fun.
Oh, totally. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Keep it fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It'll be fun.
Yeah, you get too serious and it can ruin you.
Oh, totally. No, it'll be lighthearted. It'll be fun, but just put together, in a real nice, presentable manner. Like Dan,
right.
Dan, he's been doing a phenomenal job over on Jared's channel. He's been doing a great job making us look good. With his edits, and if I could even just get like a quarter, close to what he's doing, so that's the plan for the channel. Just have fun, and lately I've been doing a lot with my son Kyler, and originally I created my channel to do things with my son Kyler,
Right.
Us going out and having fun and doing treasure hunting. And so, I'm kind of getting back, to that. I've been doing a lot of treasure hunting with him, because I set it up, to do for memories. And then, it started, becoming a bit more. But so I'm making sure that he's involved in that, and that, we don't, lose that connection. I want my kids, to be there and be part of it. We can make it, a family affair, and let's go, have fun together. Let's do good in the world, and let's enjoy ourselves.
Yep.
So that's that's the plan.
Excellent. Sounds like a great plan to me, Sam.
Yeah.
But I think you're gonna do better than 200.
Well, I hope. Let's find out, man. We're gonna find out.
I'm pushing. I'm behind you. I'm on your
Thank
6, and I'm gonna say, 250,000 to 350,000.
All right. Well, we're gonna find out, man. So this it's been less than a year. So last year at this time, actually I had 300,000. Not 300,000. I misspoke. So last year this time I had 3,000. 3,000. So I went from 3,000 to wherever I'm at now. So that was been like a huge growth. So if things continue the way they've been, and with me adding new video equipment. I recently got a drone for my channel and for Renee's channel. So we have a drone, we got some new camera equipment, some gimbals and things. So I am getting like the pieces together still. So with all that coming together, it should definitely up the quality.
So there's only like right now in ours, there's only like 45 in the chat room that are chatting, right? But there's a lot more watching that don't chat, and we don't see them.
Yeah.
And to those people, we say, if you haven't gone to Sam's channel and checked him out and subscribed, you need to go there, check it out. He does some good stuff. It's him and Adventures with Purpose. They're together a lot. Definitely check them out. So we'll see what we do tonight.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
No, look at that guy's smile. That guy's smile just isn't there on camera. I bet you he's that way all the time. Every time I've seen you, even the in person, that grin just
it's real.
Definitely. You could tell you're a happy man, Sam.
Thank you. I have a lot to be thankful for. I don't know. I've had a lot of good things come my way. And I'm just really grateful. And also all these adventures and all these beautiful people I've met. I really meeting you in person. When I first met you down by the river, you were so warm and welcoming, man. You came over and shook my hand, and you made me feel really just welcomed and loved. So I really appreciate you, man. So every time I see you, man, I got a great big old smile.
Not a problem, Sam. I always look at it as the next person I meet could end up being a friend, even like a brother of another mother or
Yes, sir.
sister.
Yes, sir.
I'd rather make friends than enemies.
Absolutely.
Life's too short.
Enemies are easy.
Yeah, definitely.
Those are easy. Right, they line up. Let's see.
That's right. And don't forget Kyler's channel also, and Renee's channel. She's still
Magnetic
in
Squatch. Got a question. He wants you to talk about a little about the magnet fishing day in Seattle with Jared. So that was such a cool adventure and all.
Oh yeah, it was a great adventure. I really had a lot of fun with magnet fishing. Something, I mean, in a way, I love diving, so this is not downing diving at all. But the thing about diving is you can't really talk and interact, freely as you can when you're topside on the surface.
Right.
So magnet fishing was great. We're there, we're laughing, we're smiling, we're having a good time. We're throwing magnets. It was good. We ended up pulling out a like an electric bike. We got an electric bike out. We did find another electric bike, but we had a little problems with getting it out. So that one we were unable to get. But me and my son have been talking amongst ourselves, and we're thinking about sneaking back and maybe getting it. but don't tell anybody.
top secret mission.
We won't tell anybody.
All right.
It's amazing. You're trying to clean up the sound and stuff, and wherever you go, and people give you a hard time, huh?
Yeah, with the with the thing, there at with the aquarium, a lot of people have seen this here, so I'll talk on it. But with the aquarium, I don't know, a lot of times, you're not necessarily talking to the chief. You're talking to someone that's below the chief, and those people, they're just doing their job.
Right.
There are a lot of times they're told you need to patrol this area. This can't happen. This can't happen. This can't happen. And they're like people just like you and me. They need to provide for their families, and
True.
and so I don't know. I kind of look at it. I'm not necessarily playing devil's advocate, but I am playing devil's advocate because I can kind of see both ways. These people, they're just doing what they agreed to do, and that was to patrol and keep certain activities from happening and not happening. But the workaround is that the water, that you can have access from the water. And so we're talking about my son and I taking the Adventures with Purpose boat, one of the boats that my yellow boat, put it in and just coming around and just to get it out of the water. So there is other ways to go about that.
In your live stream, I noticed you have a new vehicle.
Heck yeah, I got a new vehicle, the Nomok 1. So Kevin, the Nomok experience, guys, make sure you guys check him out also. He's a van
great guy.
Yeah, great dude. Yeah, great dude. He's a van lifer. He was traveling around actually in the van that I have. He ended up having some good fortune where he ended up getting another van, and he donated his old van to me. And so I took that. Yep. So now I'm cruising around in the van. I got an upgraded version. In it, there's a bed, and there's a bunch of storage space underneath the bed. I put in like a hard floor, like linoleum type, like with the sticky on the other side. You slap that down, and I also have a space for my dive gear, my clothes, some food. I actually have a spot, to put my boat, also as well as a motor. So I'm pretty turnkey as far as adventures are concerned.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was huge. And, he gave it to me. Gave it to me. He didn't have me pay anything. He just called me up, said, Sam, come pick it up. So for me, that was huge. And actually at the time I was having I was having a lot of problems, diving out of my Chevy Malibu with all my gear. That's really not that, not that efficient. So,
Right.
so him giving that to me, was a crucial piece of equipment that's definitely made things easier and more efficient. Now I'm able to, do more. So big thanks to Kevin.
And was your Chevy also your family car?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So it's not just trying to get everything in, it's having to take everything out when you're done.
Yep. Absolutely. Yep. It's the shuffle.
Yeah, right. Renee says you need a seat for her.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Yeah. So Kevin, being a single dude on the road with 2 dogs, he needs all the space that he can get. And so he actually, it's a 1997 Chevy Express conversion van, 1500. He actually took the front passenger seat out. And now I'm actually having trouble finding a front passenger seat. Yesterday, I actually called 10 different junkyards and there was nothing. I did learn that the Savannahs do match up. So now I'm going to start looking around for Savannahs. So I'm going to call up. So I have 2 things to, just trying to find, it doesn't have to be an exact match, as long as the seat is clean and comfortable, even if it's somewhat messed up, it's just whatever. I just need to get a seat in there. That way, Renee can come with me on some adventures as well as, my kids and stuff. That way I can, we can go and do some more camping. So yes, I am looking for a seat for my Chevy Express van 1997. It's a conversion 1500. So if you guys happen to know anything about that, please email me at samsamtheadventureman@gmail.com.
What was the other seat? What was the other seat that been in there?
Oh, the Savannah. So I think it's the Savannah. I think it's from 98 all the way to 2018. So I had a lot going on today, but tomorrow I'm gonna get back on the phone and call around and see if I can, find that. I mean, the color is not going to be right, but I really don't care. As long as it gets in there, we can start using it. That's what counts. Well, yeah. Get some covers. Yeah, totally.
Does Renee dive?
No, Renee doesn't dive. She is interested in diving. She's interested in it. Just with everything we've had going on, it's kind of been like one thing at a time. Right. But getting her certified and getting her diving, getting her in the water is definitely on the list of things to do within the next year.
Cool. Excellent. I love being underwater,
Oh, it's great.
I
had
use
an
a
awesome
hookah
experience
system though instead of compressed air or tanks.
Mm-hmm.
So
I had that off. Okay. All right, it's muted now.
Would you have unmuted, Jesse?
My phone.
Oh, good boy. Mute it.
I just muted it. So there.
Oh, there you go, Renee. Snorkel, at least snorkel. Do the old school way, train with lead weights and a dive helmet. Now, Willie could go really old school and dive with a bucket and air going.
Oh, man.
A leather bucket.
A leather bucket.
Yeah. It'll hold air for a little while.
Definitely. Now. All right. Get those questions coming in. What do you want to hear about? And what about Sam the Adventure Man?
Time for the hot seat.
Yeah.
Rapid fire questions. Let's see.
10-foot bamboo pole with a mouthpiece. Well, that'd be rough breathing.
That'd be hard. That doesn't work.
No, I definitely don't blow out the bamboo. don't want to be breathing in your own exhale.
No, that's for sure.
Good way to get
Willie wants to
down.
know about the find a helicopter yet.
Oh, in
Not yet.
Kentucky, was it?
I'm betting that when you do, you'll do a video, right?
Absolutely. Come on now. Yeah, we find a helicopter. The world's gonna know that we found a helicopter. That's pretty awesome.
Are you
Yeah,
looking?
that's pretty awesome.
Is there one you're looking for?
Yeah, well, we're looking for one in Kentucky, Lake Cumberland. We've been looking. We actually went out a few times. There had been a helicopter that went down. However, we haven't been able to locate it. We've gone out, ran sonar quite a few times. We've covered a big piece of the lake and still no luck. So, yes, there is a helicopter on the loose, but we haven't located it yet.
Our friend Gold Pro Unlimited has a good question, but Jason, the magnetic squatch, thank you for the super chat, and he says could start a new channel called Sam and the Adventure Fam.
Yo, I was thinking that already. That's awesome. That's crazy. Yeah, Sam the Adventure Fam. Heck
You
yeah.
got confirmation.
There you go. It's a sign.
There it is.
but
I like it.
Our friend Jeff, GoPro Unlimited. Now, what was the scariest recovery you did, Sam?
Scariest? Dang, that's a hard. I can't really think of any recoveries where like fear was really a thought.
Okay.
To be honest, I mean, I don't know. Like nothing's coming to me. I know a lot of people have asked, you guys are finding, lost loved ones, and you guys find bodies and different things. I've had people, approach me, say, how do you deal with that? Or they say, oh, I couldn't do that. It's just the idea is, totally foreign to them. Excuse me. As far as me, I kind of put myself, in the place of, serving others. And I understand that it's not like, I'm not going to lie to you and pretend like it's comfortable, to find somebody underwater and like, oh, it's great and everything's fine. That's not the case. But if I can, I don't know, I kind of described to somebody the other day as it would be compared, like my words aren't coming on my face. Give me just a second to think on this.
Okay.
It'd be like my $1 of discomfort is worth the family's, $5 million worth of comfort. It might be slightly discomforting for me, but what is gain for the family is so huge. It's worth it. I just put myself in the mindset of serving others, serving the family. You just go in, you do your part, you do your piece, and you're there for the family. It's not about me, it's about them. And that's my $1, so my $1 of discomfort is worth their $5 million worth of comfort. If that makes sense.
It does. And I think I can relate a little. I've been a certified lifeguard since I was around 12, 13. I have ocean life saving. And even years after, I was up here 30 years or so after all that stuff. I was at a party and there was a guy drowned and I reacted. I'm stripping down to my underwear to go dive in a pool, not even thinking about. I saw my job and I knew what I had to do, and no one else was moving. So Judy, my better half, was like, Ed, pointing towards our friend Josh.
Yeah.
And I just went into action, and I'm sure that's
right into
it's training kicking in, and you've been trained, and that's what happens. And when you do it, it's training. You don't think about fear, even though you go into dangerous situations and whatnot. You're not thinking about fear. You're thinking about a job and accomplishing that job.
Yeah. Your mind just, I don't know. It's like you know what you're supposed to do, and you just go do it. There's not a whole lot of thought to it. You just just get in and make it happen, and you just put your thoughts and your feelings aside, and you try your best to be successful. And so far, so good.
You stop long enough to think about that, then you don't do it.
Yeah.
So on a different note, Nikki's prospecting, Nikki B, she wants to know, what's the coolest thing you ever found?
Oh, the coolest thing I ever found, in my opinion. So my daughter, she was probably about 4 or 5 years old, and we went to a lake, and I brought my scuba equipment with me, and my family was there. I had some family from out of town, so everybody went to the lake. And I was teaching my nephew how to dive in the swim area. And while we were swimming around the swim area, I found like this little silver ring, and it was just like about the size of like a kid's ring. It had like a little stone in it. And so I kind of tucked it away into my glove or somewhere. I had like a little place where I tucked things, and we completed the dive. But then as I was coming out of the water, in full scuba gear, my daughter, she was actually, in the water, maybe about to her ankles, just right there on the edge to meet me and greet me. And I pulled this out. It was a full dive gear as I'm coming out of the water. I said, "Here, Sasha, I found you treasure." And she took it and she put it right on her finger, and it fit perfectly. It was a silver, and there was some kind of stone, so for me, that was the coolest thing, was just to come, straight out of the water, hand my daughter treasure and say, "Here, Sasha, I got you some treasure." And she still has it to this day, nearly 10 years later, it's still special to her. She still has that memory of her dad coming out with treasure to hand it to her. As far as monetary value, I mean, it was low value monetary, but it was huge value, sentiment,
I think all she asked was coolest.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Well, that's the coolest. So I gotta say that was the coolest for me. So.
Well, and since you mentioned monetary value, what's been your most
valuable
thing you found?
Well, the most valuable thing I found. Yeah, we can talk about it. I'd have to say probably I have a gin bottle from 1870. It's from Scotland, and it's perfectly intact. I think it's valuable because it's rare. It's just so rare. It's just this rare bottle that I found. It's glass blown. You can see all the imperfections. It has a glob top. It's just super rare. So I'd have to say that's probably pretty valuable. Other than that, I found rings and jewelry and watches, and my best ring to date is a gold ring with 10 diamonds. So yeah, it's been, we always find stuff.
Always finding stuff.
Always finding stuff.
I'm sure up there there's
about.
Huh?
I said that's what treasure hunt's about.
Absolutely. Finding stuff.
More stuff that's been lost.
All kinds of stuff.
Do you do a lot of metal detecting too?
Not so much. I need to get a metal detector. A couple of things I wanted to get on the list of things to get is a metal detector. I'd like to get one that I can take underwater, but I don't have one currently. No.
The Mine Lab Excalibur is a good underwater detector.
Yeah.
So Nikki also wants to know if you've ever been able to return any jewelry to the owner.
No, I've tried. I've tried. I went through all the appropriate avenues. I have returned wallets. In fact, one time I found a wallet when I was diving. It had the guy's license in it. So actually, I went to his house. I brought it home. I showed my kids, "Guys, look what I had." And actually, I took my kids with me, and they were there for that. As we returned it. But no, I haven't been able to return anything. And actually, I haven't gotten rid of anything either. So I still have everything I've ever found as far as high value.
Cool.
Yeah, Bill was asked pretty much the same question. Have you ever been able to return a ring or other items he found?
No, not yet.
And from what I understand from the metal detecting community, that can be really satisfying to them, like wedding rings and stuff like that, or old family heirlooms and whatnot.
find a GoPro and return it, buy the video you find on it. That'd be kind of
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
I got the SIM card. How much do you want? Here's your camera for free, but your SIM card will cost. No, I'm just kidding.
it's got good footage and I'm keeping it.
So,
Right.
Yeah, real good footage. Willie wants to know what's the most dangerous object you found.
Dangerous. Nothing's here. I'll think about it. If it comes to mind, I'll let you know. But nothing as far as like.
How about a pile of cars?
Oh yeah, a pile of cars. Yeah, find cars all the time, as you guys know. But as far as dangerous stuff, I haven't found any guns. I found knives. Yeah, like a lot of guys on the East Coast, they're finding guns, but here on the West Coast we find cars. So I just haven't come across anything crazy as far as dangerous wise.
So have you done any ocean diving?
Oh, yeah,
Most of my diving is ocean diving.
Okay.
My boat that I live on is actually on the Puget Sound, which is a inlet from the Pacific Ocean.
Now, our friend Michael from Muddy Bottom Adventures, the coolest animal you've seen underwater, Sam?
Well, the coolest animal I've seen, I gotta say, like, they've all been cool. They've all been cool in their own way. Seeing a Arctic, like an Arctic worm. I saw like an Arctic sea worm, which was really interesting because it looked like an octopus. Here we have octopus, we have squid. In fact, just yesterday when I was diving, I had a really cool animal experience. So my son and I were at Still Lake in Federal Way, Washington, and we're doing a cleanup dive. And he goes one way to clean up, I go the other way to clean up. And I come across these big catfish. Or they're big because I've never seen catfish in our area. And so these catfish, one's like this, the other one's a little smaller, and they're just hovering maybe about 3 or 4 feet above the bottom of the lake floor. And I look down. There's like this black ball, and the ball's like this here, of what looked to me like swarm of like polywogs, tadpoles. But as I look closer, it was baby catfish. You could see like the little whiskers and see everything. And so there was like probably about like, I don't know, maybe 500 to 1,000 of these like little polywog looking, baby catfish all in this ball. And the parents were like right above it. And so, I mean, I thought that was super cool, the more and more times that I spend in nature, and I observe animals and how they react and how they do things, it just, the more that I understand, the animals have feelings, they have thoughts, they have a purpose, and just seeing, how good of parents that just catfish are, that they would just stay with their babies and keep an eye on their babies. Even though I swam up to them, they didn't swim away. They were like, we're here to protect our babies. And so that was really phenomenal. So that was a really cool animal experience. There were channel catfish. So just seeing the channel catfish being good parents, I thought that was a pretty cool animal experience.
Ever run into any sharks while you're out there?
No. I'm looking for them though. I'm definitely looking for the sharks because here in the Puget Sound, we have dogfish, we have 6-gill sharks. I understand that there's a salmon shark that kind of follows the salmon. But as far as the sharks, in the water where I'm at, they're all super docile and nothing to be afraid of. The dogfish have really small mouths. So there's like so our sharks here. People want to go find them to look at them. I haven't been as lucky. I have been diving where a buddy of mine saw a shark. So I guess there was a shark that was just like 20 feet away from me, but I just happened to not see it. But he did have GoPro footage. So I was able to see his GoPro footage of the shark. But no, I'm looking for sharks. So if you guys know where some sharks are, let me know.
Morro Bay, California.
Okay.
Barrier Reef.
Great Barrier Reef. There you go. Great. Yeah, there was those great whites, those big boys.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to go see sharks,
might as well be big.
Shark.
Yeah, totally.
You gotta go swimming.
Have you ever been able to like swim with a pod of orcas or anything?
No, I haven't swam with the orcas. I've been really, really close to orcas, doing the rescue work. So there was a huge pod. There was a pod that was coming through, you know, like underneath the Narrows Bridge, and I could kind of see which direction they were going. So I staged my boat, you know, like way far away, and we were watching, you know, the orcas, and the orcas actually ended up coming, and they were probably, I don't know, maybe about 20 feet from my boat. They, you know, after that, so that was a really, really spectacular experience. So, but as far as, you know, jumping in the water with the orcas, I haven't had the opportunity to do that yet. I think in my area that's highly frowned upon. However, I still think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, I've had the privilege of seeing a nice pod going from Anacortes over to Sydney, Vancouver Island.
Mm-hmm.
And because
Yeah, it's awesome. It's
I
amazing to
lived
see.
way up for a while. I lived in Anacortes, right?
Yeah.
Really close to the North Sound. Oh, I miss home.
Yeah, come on, Ed. Come on out, man. You can stay on my boat. I got a bed for you.
Right on, right on.
Come on out, man.
I have your number, Sam. So
All right, cool.
when I head out there, I'll let you know.
All right, sounds good, man.
Now Terry Marshall from Down Under. What's the weirdest creature you've seen when diving?
I'd have to say the Arctic sea worm, and the reason it was weird is because it was out of place. You know, just being down there and seeing like this 5-foot worm that was like kind of like a pinkish reddish, you know, and just the, you know, the thin part of the tail. It was just really just strange just seeing that. Like I said, it was strange because it was just out of place. You know, other than that, you know, I think, you know, we see a ratfish, which are also called ghost sharks. They're called ghost sharks, but they're more like a ray than anything else. So we do see a lot of ratfish and, you know, the octopus and the squids, you know, so there's quite a few, you know, unusual creatures down there. And I love it. I love every minute of it. You know, I love going down and seeing them and seeing how they behave and just checking them out. It's just, there's just under the water. It's just so beautiful down there. I mean, just all the life. It's amazing. It always amazes me. Every dive is something different.
You ever dive on shipwrecks?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dive on shipwreck. Oh yeah. Dive on shipwrecks and, you know, sunken boats, and you know, some of them, you know, we salvage some and raise some up, and yeah, that's a thing.
Cool. You ever want to go down to the Caribbean or the Caribbean and look
Heck
for?
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, of course I do.
What's stopping you other than
Let's go.
other than a ton of money and lots of permits?
Yeah, well, that's pretty much it right now. You know, a ton of money, lots of permits. You know, the big trip. You know, when I do go around the world, I probably am going to go down to the Caribbean and spend a little time doing the Caribbean Circle. You know, just kind of cutting my teeth a little bit before I start, you know, going across, you know, and start circumnavigating. So here in about 5, 6, 7 years or whenever, you know, whenever the kids are old enough, you know, I just want to make sure that they're well adjusted. Either they can come with me or they can choose to stay back, but they need to be old enough to make that decision. And when they do, it probably will start at some point down in the Caribbean, where we just kind of fool around and just enjoy and get used to the boat or whatever it is before we start, you know, circumnavigating.
Right. So what are your some of your hot spots that you want to go check out on your trip?
Oh man, as far as like
a ton of them. You know, you probably got a list a mile long, right?
No, actually, so my list is so big, I don't have a list. I literally want to go. I literally want to go everywhere. Right. I mean, that's I want to go everywhere, man. I just want to you know, go and see. You know, so sometimes I feel like, you know, if you plan too much, you kind of miss out on the blessing. You know, a lot of times you have to go, you have to look, you have to see, and you have to experience. You know, that's one of the reasons why I do want to go around the world on sailboat, is because it's slow. You know, you can go from port to port to port. You know, if you like this port, you stay there for a couple of weeks. If you don't like it, you keep moving, you know, or you like this one spot, you know, you stay there for a month. You know, in my community, you know, I have a lot of friends who have circumnavigated and who have done this. So I've talked to a lot of people, you know, and hearing stories, about people, climbing volcanoes and and spearfishing and and people, just swimming with whales and just, hiking and just all these beautiful, beautiful stories. It just keeps on, fueling my passion, in that direction. So as far as, any particular spots, everywhere. Yeah, to take the globe and then just, that's it. Just all the things, all the
We'll
things.
start here and hope we end up back here.
Yeah, totally.
But I mean, there's probably some spots that you're going to make sure you get to.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely, the French Polynesia. Want to spend some time down there. I want to be in the South Pacific. I do want to get up and see the ice. So I definitely do want to get higher.
Right.
But I'm probably not going to spend just so I can do it and see it. But as far as time well spent, maybe out like Samoa, Tonga, that that type of area. Just enjoy that that good weather and that
Right.
beautiful water and all the fruit and vegetables and just really just soak that in.
So you're on this side of where you're at, you're here, right?
Mhm.
You're gonna go. So you have to be concerned about your trip across the ocean from one
Mhm.
continent to another one. So
Yeah.
and since you just talked about you've been in touch with other people in that community,
Yes.
people that have circumnavigated the earth, right?
Yes.
There's got to be some things that got to worry you about that trip as far as weather breakdown.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
And so you're all prepared for that, or you're getting prepared.
Correct. Getting prepared. I've spent the last few years with diving. Getting diving skills. I thought diving would be a good way to either get food or to use as a trade, and also to maintain my boat. I've been I'm a Coast Guard certified captain. I took a captain course, so I can get educated, on weather patterns and just the basics of the boat. I've been spending some time, just really learning systems. But as far as weather and stuff, the fact of the matter is there's just certain places that you do not want to be at certain times of the year, and if you find yourself there, then you're just going to hunker down for 3 or 4 months, and that's just the fact of it. You don't push it. You're just like, well, we didn't make our deadline, so I guess we're going to be here for a while, and you just that's just part of it.
South of Africa and
different places, where the weather is just really just gnarly, and if you don't,
like
so there's certain,
or something.
so there's certain places in the world where you just don't want to be at certain times, and if you find yourself there, then you need to get into port. You need to you need to find a berth. You need to just hunker down. So that's definitely a thing.
wait out the storms.
Absolutely. Yeah, you wait out the storms. And that's okay. That's just part of it. You just as long as you and realistically, I think it'd probably take maybe 2 to 5 years to complete what I want to do. I mean, because there's people that they go around, they race around the world, but if you're just racing around the world to get around the world, it's a race, and you really don't see anything. You really don't experience it. But I want to go slow, and I really want to experience. Just take it all in.
Right. The difference between going from New York to California in a plane and in a car.
Yeah. There's a difference between going and seeing. So I want to go. I want to see. Right. That makes sense.
No, that makes a lot of sense, except for the big distance between the continents where all you see is water.
Yeah. There's definitely a few really just long passages. But for the most part, in circumnavigating the world, people are fairly close to land. They're close to ports. They're going from spot to spot, island to island. When you're crossing the Atlantic, when you're going crossing the Indian, and also when you're going across the Pacific, there's definitely some long there's some long spots. But that's
you plan on staying around the equator, or are you planning?
I got a shoot, if I had a globe, I'd kind of show you. Yeah, but for the most part, it'll be fairly near the equator. It's going to be flip-flop weather.
Yeah.
It's going to be like an endless summer. That's the goal for the most part.
So you'll be hitting Australia. You'll be hitting.
Oh yeah.
A
Yep.
lot of places around there.
Yep. Australia, the Philippines. I want to just spend some time in Africa. I'm probably not going to go up to India just because there's Somalian pirates, and piracy is still a very real thing. I've had friends that told me about like from the horse's mouth about people getting kidnapped. So that's a thing that I definitely want to avoid. So there's certain parts of the world that you just got to go around.
Yeah, well, we won't see it this time.
Nah, I'm not going to see it this time.
Yeah.
But I do plan on that's another thing, this YouTube, hanging out with Jared, gaining all these skills and wanting to learn some video editing skills, because I do want to document it. I want to document, I want to document the nature, I want to document the people, I want to document the experience, and I'd like to be able to show the world that I'm just a regular dude out here having adventures and having fun, and living an adventurous life, and just following my dreams.
So is there any physical preparation that you need to make before, like hitting the gym for a few months or stuff like that you've been thinking about doing, or haven't thought about doing, but maybe you should?
Well, actually, this isn't necessarily like, it's related, but it's not related. So last week I actually went and got a gym membership. There's a few things that I want to do. I want to do kiteboarding. I want to do free diving. There's a lot of things, I want to be able to breathe better. In fact, in some of my videos, you guys can hear that I'm breathing heavy. I'm actually so I'll tell you guys, I'm like 258. So I'm 258 pounds. With my muscle mass that I have, I should probably be around 220 to 225. So I'm carrying like a lot of extra visceral fat. And realizing, that when I bend down to try to tie my shoes, man, sometimes, I got to hold my breath, or I got to kind of put my leg out to the side, and that's not real cool, and I'm still fairly young, and there's nothing that's keeping me, from going to the gym and becoming more healthy, and following some of these other dreams that I have, such as, free diving and kiteboarding. And I want to skydive. So I called the skydiving place the other day. I wanted to take my son skydiving, Kyler, and they said that you had to be like 225 to skydive. And I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like 258. So I can't do that, So that's been another focus, of this summer is, reclaiming my health and, getting that, back together. Because once upon a time, I had a very physical job. I worked in a factory. Everything that I was doing was heavy, very physical. And also, I was going to the gym, I was riding bikes all the time, I was playing basketball. So life, I was just a kid playing, and the play that I did kept me healthy. Now I'm older, I spend time with my kids, I'm just doing different life, or life's a little different rather. Now I just really do need to, focus on my health. So this summer is about, getting healthier and just really cutting that weight down. That way, when I do go around the world, I can free dive. I can free dive now. So as far as, being, preparing, to be or becoming more healthy for the trip, no, I'm trying to become more healthy for life. And life is easier when the healthier you are, the easier life is. Just as simple as like tying your shoes. I mean, right. I was telling Renee the other day, I was like, oh man, this sucks. I need to get my life, I need to get my life together in this act, this way. So yeah, so I got a membership last week, and this is the second week, and so far so good. So yeah, getting that prepared. And as far as other physical things, it's just the just learning about systems, learning about desalinators and wind turbines and solar, and just basic boat systems and boat repair, and being a diver and doing salvage. I've kind of come across a lot of different reasons why boats go down, and different being a rescue captain, I was exposed a lot to what goes wrong with boats, where are the weak parts, what's going on, right. What are some of the system failures, so that was definitely my 2 years as doing rescue work was definitely gearing me that mindset to kind of prepare, okay, well, what systems do I need, and what systems do I need in redundancy, right. Or what tools do I need, what's the most important, so yeah, I've definitely been doing as far as my body, taking my life and my health more serious, learning to love myself in a clean way so I can love others, as well as, gaining more skills and, mental, tools in my toolbox. So absolutely, man. I'm, the better prepared you, the more prepared you are, the better. I'm definitely, striving in that direction. So yeah. Plus, bro, hey,
I wasn't laughing at what you said. I read Mary Monarch's
what'd she say?
Just now you know how it feels, how it is for a pregnant woman.
No, it's not good. No, it is not good, man. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of being fat.
You better know what kind of time you're
Yeah, yeah, like 3 or 4 or 5 years, even 5 years ago, but the fact of the matter is, I'm nearly 40, man. I'm going to turn 40 next year. Now just my metabolism isn't what it was, and I'm not playing like it was. It's just facts of life,
Well,
so here I am.
Maybe if you take the advice from Janice from Oz, stop eating donuts with Jared.
Oh, Jared is bad. So Jared, he's definitely. I definitely need to have some willpower when I'm hanging with that dude. As far as what we eat, what we don't eat, because a lot of times, because we're pretty much just a couple of kids out there laughing and having fun, and when it's just us out on the road, with nobody to keep an eye on us, sometimes donuts are there, and sometimes cake is there, and sometimes we just cake. Yeah, oh yeah, we eat steak too, but sometimes cake and donuts and things that just really go straight to your gut, and
okay, speaking of steak though, inquisitive mind of Ed Marvin wants to know, because I missed that second part. Who won the steak dinner? I believe it was you.
I won. Yeah, I won. I won the competition. Actually, I found 15 cars. He found 10. So I knocked that one out of the park.
And I'm very proud of your reaction when he did his dirty trick with his sister.
Dude, that was that was I was, first off, I didn't know how to act. I didn't know what to say, because first thing is, don't piss off crazy. This person is clearly, the way that she was portraying herself was clearly nuts. I'm like, don't piss off crazy, just walk away, get away. This isn't good. This is a no. And the fact of the matter, like on all levels, first off, I'm in a relationship, so this is a definite no. And even if I wasn't in a relationship, it's still a definite no, because that's how, that's how bad things happen. And that is not a good situation. So yeah, I was totally, caught off guard.
It's like, hi, I'm your favorite fan. Want to come to my van?
And I was like, heck no, that is not good. And I was trying, so hard to be polite and just, be like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Not, because I was just, no.
Yeah, Renee
no, thank you.
That joke was not funny.
No, not at all. No, not at all. That joke was not funny. But like I said, I behaved appropriately, and that was. So it's whatever.
So have you got him back for that?
Oh no, not yet. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
You least expects it.
Oh yeah. I got some. I got something in my back pocket.
That's so like gold. When he's least expecting it. When he's forgotten all about it.
Absolutely.
Of course, if he watches the show now, he'll be on guard again.
Yeah, just say no to groupies, right, FK?
Absolutely. Yeah, no time for that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I had to bring that up. You could tell you were like, oh man.
Yeah, I was so caught off guard. Because most people, you just say no, and then but no, I was so caught off. I was very caught off guard.
Let me see. Sure there is a takeaway food when sailing. Well, let me see what I missed from Secret.
It says MRE or takeaway. Okay.
Going to be good time visit super high. Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry.
No problem.
Good night, Michael. Thanks for joining us.
You know, we totally didn't do tonight, Ed.
What?
You didn't say hello to anybody in the chat room.
Yeah,
I
we should say
kind
hi. We
of
should say
did
hi to people.
in a big group hug type way, and I put it to Sam right away this time.
Yeah, bam.
And by the way, everybody, compliments of WATS, the Worldwide Association of Treasure Seekers. I'll be giving away 2 books. The new Gold Panning is Easy by Roy Legal here before too long. So you don't know when it will happen, but if a name pops up from Nightbot, you just may be a winner.
All right.
I see you don't have popcorn this time.
No, not this time. I got a little got a bowl of fruit I've been picking at. It's super hot here, and I'm just trying to stay hydrated. I love fruit, so
Eating a little
you
more
eat
healthier than
watermelon.
last time you were on.
oh, Ed, I still love popcorn. That's yeah. Let's not get it twisted. That popcorn is still a part of me.
Terry Curry says, Sam, keep the weight on. It's a great form of birth control.
That's cruel.
Oh, man. You guys. Oh, too funny. Too funny. Come on, people. Don't make Jesse work too hard.
Well, you know, I don't want to ask them all the same questions over again. You know,
Right.
we've talked before, and we're at the now, and I'm lost for questions. And our treasure vixen didn't show up tonight.
No, she'll be here next week, hopefully.
To bail me out.
Nikki's prospecting.
Yeah.
Nikki,
do you want to pay it forward, Nikki, or do you want it? It's a book. You're already an experienced gold prospector, though. So whatever you want, I could put it in your package that I'm accumulating, or
to be sent out in the near future.
we could pay it forward. It's on gold prospecting. You'll see it here in a second. Sam has the video of breaking out of a submerged vehicle. Been done yet?
Not yet. No, it hasn't been done yet. That'll be done soon. That'll be cool too. I'm actually really looking forward to that one.
That would be good. And Secret Creek Prospecting, he is a fellow Washingtonian, just like yourself. So,
yes, sir.
Laura Williams wants to know what is next on Sam's agenda.
The next thing on the agenda, as far as video wise, shoot some stuff with my son Kyler. Shoot some stuff with Renee, my girlfriend, on exploration togetherness. Just continue to clean up the environment. Just developing myself. Spending time with my kids. Going to the gym, getting healthy. Just trying to find a good balance in my life. While pursuing my passions. So that's that's kind of what I've been doing, and that's what's happening next. That's the new hotness.
Got some odd facts by FK about popcorn.
Oh, FK is great. I love FK. In fact, I called him earlier today and spoke to him in person earlier today. He's a great guy, good
Cool.
friend. Thanks for being here, FK. Appreciate you, Frank.
He comes around here a bit. We have quite a bit of the Sam Sam fam and the Adventures with Purpose family join us. Um, we're all one happy family, all part of the
Right.
hand.
Yep.
Sam, do you know if having that film on Windows for tinting will make any difference to breaking the tempered glass?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't even thought of that. That's a great question, and we'll find out soon. So I'll ask Jared, and we might have to give it a shot. Actually, I have one of those window breakers right here. Have you seen these, Ed?
The ones that are offered on adventureswithpurpose.com.
Yeah. Have you seen Doug Bishop? Doug Bishop did a video. He did one of those YouTube shorts with the breaker here, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. And also, Kevin, Jared, and Doug, they shot a video at a junkyard where they were going around smashing windows. And so this is like used, and it's just an amazing video that should be out here sometime in the next few weeks on Adventures with Purpose. But this particular thing, I can think off the top of my head, I can think of one person that would still be alive if they had this. One of the cases that we were working on, the person was found in the back seat, and apparently they had called their mother or tried getting a hold of their mother while the car was still floating, and it's just a terrible thing to think about. But had that person had one of these here, they'd still be alive. And if I wasn't attached to Adventures with Purpose, this is something that I would still promote and want people to have. So guys, if you guys can go ahead and drop the link for this, that'd be greatly appreciated. This is on Jared's page. You guys should find this here. If you guys don't get anything else, get one of these. This could very well save your life or life of a loved one. But as far as the tempered glass thing, I'm not sure. So we'll have to test it out and find out. We'll let you know soon.
Now, Becky wants to know, do you have any merchandise of your own?
No. I have zero merchandise of my own. And the reason for that is because I can't really think of anything new that I would bring to the table. I am a minimalist, and I kind of feel like as a whole, people are over consumers. And me being a minimalist and my belief of people being over consumers, and just I don't know, I really don't think that the having Sam merch at this time is the right move, until I can come up with a product that is worth it, something that's going to last, something that's that will really be that will provide a good service. If that makes, I don't want to get a shirt and then just have all the words start to bubble on my shirt.
Right.
So when I do have merchandise, I want to make sure that I'm providing something that's solid, something that's good, or something that will improve your life or improve the life of others. So as far as selling little keychain, like this one here, this is hot. Like this is great. Like this is a great thing that I believe in. But as far as just having a keychain with my name on it, I don't really think that's the move. At least not for me, because with my whole entire minimalist lifestyle and how much goes into actually making shirts and shipping shirts and all the things, it just, I don't know, for me being somewhat walking the line of environmentalist, I almost feel like it's counterproductive. But I have lots of friends that, as you guys know, that that have merchandise, and I support them, and I think that their stuff is awesome. Definitely not hating on them and what they're doing. But as far as for me and my life and the way that I live my life, it would be absolutely ridiculous for me to be selling merchandise. I would be such a hypocrite. So
now Water Girl wants a Sam bobblehead.
The Sam bobblehead. That's funny. But what somebody did recently suggest is that as we find stuff, that we sign it and actually ship it off to people. So yesterday, my son and I found a little yellow submarine. We both signed it and we're shipping it off to somebody. But yeah, to wrap up, the merchandise. So until I can come up with something that will actually do good in the world, or something that's of sound quality, I'm not going to have any merchandise. And as far as the here and the now, I haven't seen that vision as far as something that will, that will help, humanity, or I haven't come across, any ideas as far as, what would be a decent, shirt to put out there.
Right. Now Becky L wants to know if those work on all vehicles windows.
Yes, they do. And they are like, it's already loaded. So I'm not going to press on it, but you just take this here and you just press that up against the glass. There's like a little firing pin inside there that just rockets right forward. Don't know if you guys can see, but there's a hole right there, and it just comes right out of the hole. But in addition to, that, it's also, pull that out, it's also a seatbelt cutter right there. So as far as, value, me personally know that there's been a number of people who've died in their vehicles, trapped, hitting the glass, trying to get out. They can't break it. Something like this here could definitely save your life. I kind of like the high visibility colors. This one's red. My favorite color is the yellow. I like yellow, but I like the yellow because it's a high visibility, and in a panic situation, you can see it and grab it. Right. So I think this here might be something that'd be good either on your keychain or really close to your steering wheel.
Now, I did put a link to that product from Adventures with Purpose in the chat. And actually, I want to put out there, if you do want to help Sam, helping Adventures with Purpose actually helps Sam, Jared also, and their mission, which I think's a phenomenal one.
As far as people supporting the Adventures with Purpose, it definitely helps get tools for Jared's stuff that we can use. So I do appreciate having the upgraded equipment, and the cutting, because we do have a lot of really expensive equipment that has been funded by the sales of t-shirts, and it has been funded by the like the keychain that I just showed you. So I greatly do appreciate that.
I see that, Mary. Hey, Kyler, good to see you. Your son's in here now.
Good.
Welcome to the Flash Fam and to Tuesday Night Hangout Live.
Heck yeah.
I hope you bumped up to about over 1,000 subscribers tonight. I didn't check his channel yet tonight, but I became a subscriber of his yesterday.
Yeah, thank you, Ed.
Not a problem. I look forward to watching his videos. I guess you'll be in quite a few of them with Renee and all three of those channels.
I'll be in lots of his. Yes, sir. I'll be in lots of his videos, and Kyler, he's much better looking than me. That's for sure. So I'm glad he's starting to get his face out there.
Willie, our friend Willie, what's the heaviest object you two pulled out of the water? Wasn't it that barge anchor?
Yeah, no, actually, I wasn't on the anchor. I wasn't on the anchor job. I think that was Scott and Jared. As far as the heaviest is by far the snowcat. I don't remember the exact the snowcat up in Colorado. That thing was heavy. We had so many lift bags. I mean, it was heavy. Like, wow, just a solid chunk of metal.
Isn't Jared rebuilding that cat?
Yeah. So Jared, I think it's called Drive Unlimited. Anyway, so Antoine, one of our friends, is actually supposed to be building it. I haven't touched base in a while, or talked to him in a while, but I do know it's over there and it is being worked on. So yeah, it's supposed to come together and supposed to be used in some aspect. But yeah, that was heavy. It took a lot of work, and man, diving that high mountain in Colorado was just a wild experience. Just being short of breath. We actually had oxygen, like these little cans of oxygen that they sell at like mountaineering stores. Because as you're like huffing all your gear around, and every now and then we take like little hits, and we'd pass it around. Like here, take a hit of this. I mean, that was something else.
Getting high on oxygen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we had to do it to stay alive, man. It was crazy. It was crazy, man, being up at high elevation and diving, and carrying all that gear. So I was grateful for the
Oh,
oxygen.
I bet. Kyler hit 1,000, over 1,000.
Nice.
Congrats, Kyler.
Congratulations, Kyler.
There you go.
Yay. Thank you, everybody. Not sure when he did it, but thank you anyway. Reading the chat room. Hey, Charlie, tell Secret Creek Prospecting I hope he heals up quick. He had surgery, so thanks for dropping. Tell him thanks for dropping in, and hope he heals up quick.
Well, I don't see any more questions, do you?
All right.
Let me see.
I'll make a stop early now.
Sam has ever poked around the geoducks at Dash Point State Park?
The what at Dash Point?
Oh, I bet
The geoducks.
gooey duck.
Gooey ducks. Yeah,
But that's what he
Oh.
means.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I've seen gooey ducks out there at Dash Point. Yeah, we see them a lot. As you're diving, their siphons will be sticking up out of the water, and you kind of go and pinch them, or excuse me, those siphons will be sticking up out of the sand rather, and you'll go and you'll pinch them, and then they'll duck back in. So yeah, we see lots of gooey ducks. That's a Dash Point, Browns Point. That's a heavy gooey duck area. But as far as
Yeah, our friend Ohio Relic Hunter, he's from Washington also. But
What's a gooey duck, Jesse?
That's what I asked.
oh, it's a huge clam. It's like this ginormous clam.
It resembles something on a human being at one.
Not on a human being. It resembles something on a horse.
yeah,
I
that's more like it.
Yeah, it resembles something on a horse.
They pee at you at one certain point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam, have you ever dived with sharks? I think you answered that before.
Yeah, no, I haven't done a shark dive yet. Definitely something that I want to do.
But he's going to when he gets to the barrier reef.
That's right.
Mark Miller wants to know, please explain the dynamics of diving, positive pressure or question mark.
Let me see if I can read that. I'm just going to shift the phone. I want to see if I can read that again. Who answered or who asked the question? Mark
Miller.
Sam, please explain the dynamics of diving, positive pressure or. Well, as you drop and as you go through different atmosphere, an atmosphere is like about every 33 feet. The capacity, like on your lungs, it shrinks in half. So let's say if your capacity, let's say if it's like at 100, then all of a sudden it shrinks, it's like 50, and then it goes down another 33 feet, then it gets like to 25 as far as what you have inside and what you're able to breathe. That is a thing. There's a couple of rules in diving. One thing is that you don't want to rise faster than your bubbles. So if you're making a bubble and the bubbles go up, you don't want to rise faster than your bubbles. And also, if you've been down at depth for a while, as you come up, there'll be certain stop points where you need to stop for like 5 or 3 minutes. For example, let's say if you did a dive and you were diving 60 feet and you were down there, for a while, and as you come up, you'll want to stop at 15 feet and you'll want to hang out for about 3 minutes to depressurize and to get your body back to normal. Otherwise, you can get the bends or different things going on inside your bloodstream. But diving is just like anything else. It's like just driving a car. When you first drive a car, you're super worried and you're super, oh my gosh, what do I do? But as you do it, everything becomes second nature. So the simple thing like, oh, I gotta go as fast as my bubbles, or oh, I have to take this safety stop, and I gotta hang out. Everything just becomes second nature, and it's just really, really enjoyable. So anybody that's wanting to get into diving, I suggest that you do it, and in the process of doing it, everything just becomes simplified and second nature, and then you can really enjoy the experience. I hope that asks or answers your question.
And your son wants to know, what's the scariest animal you've seen while diving?
Oh man, other than you, Kyler? No, Kyler is definitely not a scary animal. Kyler is a good animal. He's a good quesadilla bear, which is funny. So if you guys check out his YouTube name, like YouTube auto generates names, and they auto generated and gave him the name Quesadilla Bear, which I think is absolutely hilarious. But no, so as far as like a scary animal, like, oh man, that is not good. I really haven't like had anything. I was doing a collection dive for Point Defiant Zoo. They were doing this this thing like for kids where people could come out and look at animals and creatures and stuff. And so the divers got there a couple hours early, and they were able to we had nets and jars and bottles, and we were supposed to go out and collect critters. And it was during the winter, and so it was really dark out. And while doing it, I was down there. I was diving with a person, and I lost them. They went one way, I went the other. It was like, whatever, we're still going to do the dive, and we go find some critters. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see like this light white thing, and I think it's my dive buddies. I think it's their light off in the distance, but then it goes like right in front of my eyes, and it's like this speckled skin. It just goes right in front of my eyes. And it totally just like shocks me, like, oh man, what was that? Anyway, it ended up being a seal. But for like a split second, I was scared. I'll tell the truth, but it still didn't care about me. It was just doing its own business. It was a little harbor seal, which I love seeing harbor seals underwater. They're so cute. They're so inquisitive. But just like any creature or anything, when you're not expecting it, it totally catches you off guard. And so that was a time that I got scared underwater. But as far as seeing any scary animals, I haven't come across any scary animals. Everything I've seen have been really just nice, beautiful animals. And even the ones that may seem like they pose a threat, it's you just as long as you respect it and respect what it is and what it does and how it behaves, then there's not going to be any problems. Yeah, I use aluminum. Right now I'm using aluminum. That's what I can afford. They steel tanks are better, because aluminum, as your aluminum begins to get drained from the air inside of it, it actually starts to become buoyant. Whereas steel tanks, if you're diving with steel tanks, the buoyancy doesn't change, so you're able to be dialed in better. But aluminum is more affordable, so that's what I have right now. My BCD is actually the BCD that I've always wanted. Some money came in and was donated during one of the Adventures with Purpose trips, for me to get dive gear and adequate gear, which I'm greatly appreciating. I got to tell you, Ed, I'm so appreciative, to the community and to everyone that's actually helped me to become to this spot that I'm at now, with my gear, with my tools and everything. It's just been an outpouring of, people loving and helping along the way. And so I ended up getting the Ranger, my BCDs, the Rangers, the new hotness. It's the one I've always wanted, which is so everything is exactly where I want it as far as my D rings and my clips and everything. So it's a real phenomenal one. And as of lately, actually I started diving with a full face OTS full face mask, which is has started diving with that. That way, so here in future videos, Jared and I will actually be able to talk underwater to each other. And this is so probably on the next trip.
Nice.
We'll probably
nice.
we'll probably start getting that out there.
I know Jared's equipment is getting more high tech all the time, from the first time I've met you guys and the first time I had him on to now. And
yeah it's just been a constant, it's just things have just been getting bigger and better. And everyone that's been joining through memberships and donations, and the YouTube algorithm, People, like my motor, I have a motor in my boat, Jared gave me his boat, just so many pieces of gear have come, from so many different areas and so many different people, that, they want to get behind what we're doing. They love what we're doing. They're supporting the cause. And I wouldn't be where I'm at without, the love of others. And I just wanted to make sure that that's clear and that I am grateful to you guys. So thank you.
Well, I know this, Sam. While as long as you two are on this platform, I will do what I can to show support. I'll be a member to your
Thank you.
channel, and I encourage anyone out there who believes as much as a lot of us do in their mission to do the same, because every little bit helps. It's all
Yes.
out of their pocket, even though they are making a slight income, very slight income.
Yeah.
I know it can eventually lead to bigger things, but it ain't super huge what Google pays yet, I'm sure.
No, it's enough. I'm getting by, I'm not living high on the hog, but, with my minimalist, lifestyle and,
It
the
helps.
fact, the fact that I live on a boat, and the fact that I'm not real, spin crazy, I'm happy with the things that I got. And in fact, in many aspects, I feel like I have too much. So I'm not a consumer or an over consumer, so my lifestyle, is definitely conducive, mixed with a little bit coming into YouTube that I can do this. But I am grateful, to being at the point that I am now. Like last year at this time, I wasn't here, last year at this time, I was working, like a crazy man, and I wasn't able to spend time with my kids, but now I'm able to, spend time with my kids, spend time with my girlfriend, spend time with my mom. Even go on adventures with Jared, go do adventures, on my own and with other people, and it's just, I feel so blessed. So anybody out there, who's on, you guys are obviously on YouTube now. You guys are watching this. I just encourage you guys just to keep pushing. I wasn't making it last year at this time, but now I'm barely squeezing by, which is huge. So keep grinding. If you guys are on YouTube, and you guys want to become YouTubers and make a living off this, it's definitely a possibility. Like I said, I'm not living high on the hog or anything. I'm just barely scraping by, but barely scraping by is making it. And
Right.
with me barely scraping by, I'm able to go help solve cold cases. I'm able to go help clean up the waterways. I'm able to do these things, have adventures. I'm able to do these things with my loved ones and with my friends. And I gotta be honest with you, man, I'm so blessed. And right now, man, I'm living the happiest I've ever been in my life.
That's cool.
Yeah,
So,
it's super cool.
yeah,
It's way cool.
definitely.
Yeah, way cool.
Definitely.
I
So
I'm
Janice from Oz wants to know if Doug Bishop has started to learn to dive yet.
Oh, not yet. Yeah, Doug. Yeah, Doug's a great dude. He's got that beard. So if you guys ever watch Adventures with Purpose, they call it the beard of purpose. So he's awesome guy, but away from having beard, he's a really good dude. And
Doug's
he's
a great guy.
yeah, great dude. So he hasn't got dive certified yet. He hasn't started taking his classes yet. He is looking to take classes. A lot of the swimming pools are shut down and the classes are having trouble. So it's just one of those, with the current, state of the world, it's hard to get a dive class. But I do understand that, things are starting to open back up. And as soon as things do open up, he is planning on getting in and getting certified.
It was great seeing him in Nashville.
Oh, heck yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Actually, you might want to pop in August 10th, and
All right.
I might sneak you a link like we did with Jared the last time you were on.
All right. Sounds good.
Because Doug
I'm there.
Bishop is our guest August 10th.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hey, outdoor influencer, how are you, Jeff? Hope you're not driving still. Um, our friend Bill again. Sam, what kind of boat do you have?
Oh, it's a Carver. It's actually a 32 Carver, but it's 38 feet overall with the swim deck and the bowsprit. It has so as you get on the boat, there's like a back sitting area, and then you go inside. Then you go inside. There's like a top sitting area. There's a sitting area, mid-level. Then there's staircases that go downstairs, with a little room underneath the staircase. Then there's a room in the bow of the boat with and also there's like a little kitchenette type thing, and then a shower and a bathroom, and then there's a top fly bridge, and that's what I call home. And I live that way for a couple of reasons. First off, it's a lot of fun living on a boat. It's like it's like it has that feeling of when you were a kid and you made a fort. Except for the thing about this fort is I could take it places. So I really enjoy living on a boat. And the fact that I do travel so much. It's when you have a house. A house is that's hard work. It's not just, a house is expensive. It's not just it's expensive. It's not just expensive with monetary. It's expensive with time. Because now you have to you got to mow it. You got to mow the house. You got to make sure everything's fine. You just can't leave your house. There's just so many different things. But with my boat,
the windows, paint the walls,
all the thing. Yeah, so it's not just expensive money wise, it's expensive time wise. And so for me living on a boat, I live in a small way. I'm able to go experience big things. I'm able to take 4 or 5 weeks off to go spend time with Jared. I'm able to, in fact, just last week I just got back from the Navajo reservation down in New Mexico. I went down there with Renee. I met a lot of her family. So I'm able to take off and do things and not be concerned about my house, because all I do is I just lock up my boat. I tell my neighbors, hey, I'm gonna be gone for a little bit, keep an eye on my boat, and they're like, cool, we got you. And the worst case scenario with my boat, if my boat were to sink, I got a good insurance policy, that I come home, I might be actually better off than when I left.
Now, if a couple of big sea lions hop on your boat, would they sink it?
No, not a couple, maybe more than a couple, but yes. Sea lions are definitely a thing, but me keeping my boat in the marina, it's there's a lot of eyes on it, so
Right.
There's nothing that's going to go on. Got a lot of people looking out for me, that's for sure. But yeah, sea lions are definitely sinking boats in my area. That's a thing.
Okay.
Oh,
National news.
Yes.
Good night, Jocelyn. I'll see you next time I'm in Speedway. Thanks.
Yeah. What time?
What
time is it? What time is it over at your place, Ed?
2 minutes after 10 right now.
Holy smokes, man! It's only 7 o'clock. I still have sunshine outside.
Yeah, I could see.
Yeah, it's all nice and sunny and beautiful.
It's all nice and dark here.
Let me see.
Yes, no grass to cut on the boat.
No grass to cut. That's for sure.
I'm kind of working on. It's going to be hard for me to become a minimalist, but I'm working on becoming, so when I retire in just a few short years, I could actually hit the road. I have a new truck, a new trailer, and I want to be able to follow the seasons around and stay out of winter. Be able to have the freedom to going back home, seeing my mom in Washington and my 2 kids, my grandchildren. Be able to go where the gold is and where the adventure lies. It's what I'm working on.
That's epic.
We have a question from Becky. Sam, will you be doing another video soon with Corey?
Heck yes. Oh yeah. Corey's my friend. He lives pretty close. As far as divers are concerned, he's probably the closest diver in my area. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a video. In fact, we were texting back and forth a little bit. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, talking about some upcoming stuff that we want to do. Corey's been working a lot. He still has a regular job, as well as trying to get this YouTube going. So guys, make sure you guys check out Corey's amputee lifestyle. He's an amputee. He lost his leg. He didn't give up on life, and he does awesome things in the world. So yeah, we'll be diving again soon. We're planning. Yeah, we're planning on doing a few dives before the summer's up. But as far we would do more, but the fact of the matter is, with schedules and things, we don't always line up. But it's all love and everything's great. So yeah, we'll be diving again soon.
And Tracy, I don't want to butcher your last name, Tracy. Sam, you sound like a great person. Sam is a great person.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Kind, good-hearted. I enjoy your videos and adventures with purpose.
Thank you. Appreciate the kind words.
And Corey's doing a lot of work on his property too, so he is a busy man too. Janice from Oz. Yeah, a lot of good Theta boys go to Corey too. I've seen him in a few of your videos.
Yeah. So wild thing is, so Corey is actually the one that got me into doing like search and recovery stuff to begin with. So long before we were on YouTube and long before any of this stuff here, he actually said, "Hey Sam, let's go join a search and recovery team." And we went out. We started doing searches and working on recoveries and doing stuff. So he's actually the one that got me into, doing the type of work that Jared and I do. So I'm grateful to him, for showing me that world and bringing me into that. So he's definitely a huge inspiration for me.
Now there was a question.
How did you meet Jared?
Yeah.
What's that?
How did you meet Jared?
Mark wants to know, how did you meet Jared?
Yeah, through YouTube. At the time, I created my YouTube, just to showcase or to have memories of me and my son. I wanted to make some videos that me and my son and my kids could look back on. But that's kind of cool. But in the process of doing that, Jared had actually also started his channel, and he saw some of the diving that I was doing, and he had reached out to me saying that he was going to be in my area. And at that time, he had less than, he probably had like 30,000 or maybe less, I don't know. But he had reached out to me to say, "Hey, come dive with me." He's coming up to Seattle, and I talked to him a little bit on Facebook Messenger. And actually, due to work or some kind of situation, I wasn't able to catch up with him. I couldn't catch up with him. I couldn't dive that weekend, so I didn't meet up with him. But we remained in contact through Facebook. That was during my first rescue season. He was seeing some of the stuff that I was doing, with boat fires and raising sunken ships and rescuing people. And I was paying attention to what he was doing. I saw him, he was out treasure hunting. He brought a car out of the water, and he started to bring stuff up out of the water. So I'm liking what he's doing. He's liking what I'm doing. And then as soon as rescue season was over, I reached out to him. I said, "Hey man, my rescue season's over. I'd love to come hang out." And he said, "Cool, come on down." So I came on down, and I never even met the guy. It's our first time meeting. We just clicked. We jumped in, we did our thing, and then afterwards, spending time and talking, we realized we had a lot in common. We both have similar family values, very similar, and so yeah, we just been doing the thing ever since then. Cool. So that's how we met. We met through YouTube.
That's crazy, isn't
it? Yeah. It's crazy, So. But I really appreciate him. I wouldn't be where I'm at, without his mentorship or without him, pushing me along. As a lot of people know, it's talking in front of the camera is not natural for me. It feels really weird. A lot of times, I'll stumble over my words, and, being on YouTube has definitely helped to bring me out of my shell. And he's been, I told him that. I said, "Yo, man, I'm not good at talking." He says, "That's all right. Just come and do your thing," And so he's definitely, encouraged me, and, we talk all the time, and either through text or a phone call, quite a few times throughout the week. And he's just been like a big brother type, showing me, the way. So I'm greatly appreciative, to him, and, to the Adventures with Purpose family, the AWP fans, and, everybody who's, embraced me, with all my awkwardness. You guys still, they still love, they still love me, and they're still, they're still kind. They're still kind. Yeah, they're still kind, and they're still encouraging. So huge shout out, to Jared, for helping to lift me up, and get me to the point where I'm now. I'm spending. I took the summer off work. I mean, that's pretty wild. You know, I'm
Right.
squeezing by,
Right.
you know, with you know, the YouTube monetization, you know. And, you know, my goal, you know, is to be able to, you know, to do more good and to, you know, get my son going and, you know, get Renee involved and just get my family, my other younger kids, you know, get us all, you know, get them involved in, you know, doing cleanups and, you know, helping, you know, to, you know, help families, you know, with, you know, not necessarily not really the younger ones, but maybe Kyler. And maybe Kyler, you know, working on some, you know, missing persons cases, you know, but with the younger ones, getting them involved in cleanups, you know. So this has really just been a beautiful thing. And, you know, and he's, you know, one of our conversations, you know, was about, you know, what it could become. You know, I spoke to him, you know, I said, you know, I just want to be a good dad. You know, I just want to be I want to be a good dad. You know, I want to spend time with my kids. You know, I'm tired of working so much. You know, I'm always gone. Yeah, I'm doing awesome things, but I'm not there with my kids when they need me the most. And
Right.
you know, and so he saw my passion for my kids, and he has a similar passion for his family. And so he just kind of, you know, just wrapped his arm around me, you know, in that way. And so big, you know, so I wouldn't be here, you know, without the love and support from him, without the love and support, you know, from, you know, the YouTube community, without my family, you know. So I'm just, yeah, so that's how we met, you know. And Jared's been nothing but a blessing, you know, to me since then. You know, he kind of has that, you know, you teach a man to fish type of mentality, you know.
Right.
So he's really been encouraging me to, you know, with my own YouTube, like, all right, Sam, let's get your YouTube going, let this help you out, you know. Because I am a volunteer when I go and do work with him. I'm 100% volunteer with him, you know. And when I reached out to him, I told him, I said, hey man, I'll come work for free, you know, just you know, teach me and show me, you know, the YouTube side.
Right.
He's been doing exactly that, you know. So now, you know, fast forward to now, and now I finally, you know, just scraping by. And the way the YouTube algorithm works, and, you know, the way that, you know, people get added on, you know, through subscriptions and different followers, you know, that, you know, me squeezing by, you know, here by the end of summer might end up being okay. You know, I'm good, I'm solid, you know. So
Right.
as long as I stay at it, you know, and keep, you know, producing videos, as long as I can stay at it, you know, keep producing videos, keep doing good things in the world, then everything's going to be all right.
Yeah, as long as you keep putting that honest work into it, you know, you're gonna come out of it, you know.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you get what you know, whatever you put into it, that's what you get
Right.
back, you know.
Right.
You know, and my dream was always just, my dream as a kid was just to have adventures and do good things.
Right.
And now here I am. I'm having adventures and I'm doing
you're
good
accomplishing your dreams, Sam.
Right.
Yeah. So the dreams are coming through, you know. So
we have a couple of comments and questions. FK, Sam, we got to drag Corey down for a panning session too. That sounds good,
absolutely.
FK. Ringo, our friend Ringo, any plans with Chaos Divers coming out there?
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to Jacob. I'm trying to get him to come out, you know, sometime before the summer's up. I know he's been kind of busy, so I'm hoping I sent him a message, so he should be getting back to me soon. So I'd love for him to, I'd love for Jacob to come out, you know. I'd show him a dang good time, I tell you that. You know, we'd go diving and find some seals, find some octopus, and maybe go do some good in the world while doing it. So yeah, Ringo, I'm hoping he'll come and take me up on that offer. In fact, so message him and, you know, tell him. So you guys want Jacob to come out, make sure you guys let him know. Hey, go see Sam. Go see Sam. You know, just to type that in there and let him know.
I'm gonna text him right now.
Yeah. Text him right now. Come see me.
Go see Sam.
Yeah, heck yeah. Thank you, Ed.
Right now, I'm gonna text him right now. Let me see. Contact list. Ooh, I gotta call Clint Washburn back. Jacob, Chaos Divers. Where are you? He's somewhere in here. I know he is. There he is.
Clint call you back?
He messaged me earlier and he called me during the show. Of course, I'm not gonna take a, hi Clint, how you doing? I'm in the middle of a show right now. But I am gonna text Jacob. Hey brother.
Hey, brother.
Go visit
Sam.
Sam.
Yeah. Let them know. Come on out, Jacob.
Washington. You won't regret it.
Mm-mm.
Well, we're 15 minutes in overtime.
He's waiting.
Now we've gone into overtime.
Yes, sir. 15
Yeah,
Right.
that's awesome. Heck yeah.
We did it.
Okay. Hey, brother, go visit Sam in Washington. You won't regret it. He's waiting. Contact
you, Ed.
him. See,
Thank
I
you, Ed.
just sent
Appreciate
it.
that.
No problem, Sam. Yeah, overtime, Sam. How do
Nice.
you like them apples, buddy?
Oh, good, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. This has been fun.
We appreciate you being here. Now, Ohio Relic Hunter, any dives or recoveries out of Lake Washington?
No, I've dove Lake Washington, but I haven't done any recoveries out of Lake Washington. Side note, Lake Washington is ridiculously cold.
A lot of water's ridiculously cold back home.
Yeah, especially Lake Washington.
And I agree, Becky. It's a real blessing for what you all do.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Jared hit on something that was much needed. It must be really, fulfilling to be part of that too. I mean,
yeah, it's huge, man. It's just it's undescribable. You know, just to been a part of it and to be a part of it and just to watch it grow and just and seeing other people starting to do the same. Because I mean, it's just
there's been a growth in people doing that.
Yes.
Not just you guys. More and more people have joined into what you guys have been doing.
Oh, absolutely, and that's a big part of the videos. The big part of the videos is educating on how others can do what we're doing. We're just a couple of dudes, that we're using the equipment. You might be a diver, you might have a boat, you might have sonar, whatever you have. It's about getting together and using the tools that you have to for the good of humanity. And that's been a huge part of the videos have been educating others on how they can do the same.
It's obviously working. Like I said, I'm seeing more and more people doing the same type of work.
Yes, that's been great.
Jacob's in the room now. Yes, Jacob, we're talking about you.
What's up, bro? We've been talking about you, brother. No, they were asking if you're going to come out, and I was like, well, he's not here yet. He said he was, but anyway, brother, I'd love for you to come out, man. So message me later. Let's figure out a date and just come on out. Come stay for a week or two, or however long you can, even if it's just a few days. And let's go dive, man. Let's go have fun and do some good.
That's what we mean, Jacob. He just replied to me. What do you mean? I mean, get in your vehicle, take a jet airplane, head over to Washington.
Come on over, brother.
Land at SeaTac. You'll be set up.
In fact, right now, I'll pay for half your ticket.
Oh,
so right there. I'll pay for half your ticket.
That's an
so it's a half for you, half for me, man. I'll pay for it. All right. Pay for half,
boss. So I'm gonna be sick for about 14 days.
7 to 10 days.
I got some real important things to go do.
Maybe longer. Go, Jacob. Go. Mm-hmm. Go. I will. I want to so bad. Jacob. Do it. Mm-hmm. Just do it. Make it happen. Make it happen.
Come on out, man. We can make some epic videos and do some cleanups and maybe do some good while you're here. Go have fun and do some good.
Ringo says he'll get the rest.
There you go.
There you go, Jacob. Bam, bam.
Yeah, there you go, Ringo. Thank you, Ringo. You heard it. So there's nothing out of your pocket,
Hey,
Jacob.
I tell you, if I had that
so-
offer drop in my lap right now, I'd be talking to my travel agent.
yeah.
Eh,
so Jacob, talk to Ringo,
Right now.
figure out when, let me know, and let's make it happen.
Make it work, Jacob. It's all on you now. Make it work.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, what? Don't cry, Jacob, bro.
No, you could cry, brother. Let them tears flow.
Yeah. All right, let it go.
Yeah, just let it go, man. Just come out. Let's have a good time, man. Let's come out and let's have a good time. Let's go do some good.
That's right. That's right. And if you've never been to Washington and the Puget Sound region, you'd love it.
Yeah, it is so gorgeous, especially right now. It is gorgeous. Right now is the time to be here. I mean, the flowers are in bloom. There's so much greenery. Everything is beautiful. It's not raining too much. It's just absolutely amazing.
Terry, have a great day. Whatever
Becky,
you
Becky
do,
also Southwest has good deals
there you
right
go.
now.
Priceline.com, whatever, kayak. Go, Jacob, and have some fun.
That's awesome. I will record everything and I'll be up there. Let's make it soon.
All right, sounds good, man. I'll give you a call. Call me either tonight or tomorrow, Jacob. Let's talk about it.
And Frank wants to take Jacob mud surfing at Mud Bay.
Heck yeah, I need to go too. Let's go do it. Sounds fun.
Man.
Wow, Bill, been 23 years since you've been back home.
I think we just say goodnight. let these guys get it together.
Right. And I do need to make a phone call before it gets too late. Sam, again.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
It's
been a pleasure.
My honor.
Yeah, good
and
to
pleasure.
see you guys.
Same here, brother. All of you out there.
You're growing. Your channel's growing big. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, blows me away, man. I'm creeping up to 90K. I can't believe it. It's wild.
You're gonna be at 100,000 in no time, and you'll be over 200,000 next year. I'm saying 300 or greater.
Yeah.
And
mark that down.
Thank you.
I'm all.
I hope so. I hope so.
The Flash fam has your 6.
And what you want, getting paid for it.
I bet.
Yeah.
That's the way to live.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody, I hope you had as much of a good time as all of us here at Flash in Your Pan. We really appreciate you joining us tonight. Make sure to join us on the 6th. Well, next Tuesday is Open Line Tuesday. So that's when we open up our lines to our Flash fam. And you guys can email your treasure porn. We'll do a little show, show and tell, whatever you want to call it. Also, we'll open up the Zoom line so you could join us, but you better show your face or you won't get it out of the waiting room. We don't need no pervs coming on. Also, on the 6th, we're having the magnetic squatch join us. Jason, should be a good time from our friend from West Virginia. Other than that, I hope you all have an absolutely fabulous night, day, wherever you may be. What else? Until then, may you always have a flash in your pan.
You know what he's going to say next.
That's right, because it does happen, right, Sam?
Absolutely.
Maybe one day too, we'll meet you on the river or beach or lake or you never know.
Menards.
Until then, God bless you. Be safe. Love you all. Thank you very much for being part of the Flash fam.
Night, everyone.
Good
Good night, guys.
Thank
Thank you.
everyone.
Catch you later.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Karen.
Sam.
You're the greatest moderator.
Thank you. Laura, Ringo, GoPro.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, that was terrible.
I know, it's bad. My
Oh.
voice still.
FJ, good night. Willie, good night. Ringo.
Thank
Awesome,
you,
dude.
everybody. Thank you. Thank
Patrick
you.
Moore, good night, buddy.
Is that lurker?
He's a lurker.
Doggone lurker.
Hey, damn it. Right, two toes, too, huh?
I gotta give away one more book.
Oh, give away a book real quick. Who wants a book?
Whoever wins that, email me at flashingyourpan@gmail.com.
Winner.
What's it gonna be?
Email me your mailing address and I'll get it out.
Who's it?
Laura Williams, again?
Didn't she win the first time?
Yeah. One more. Hurry up.
Winner
I'm about to the
is-
end of my end card.
Run for the hills.
Hills.
All right, Ron. All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night, guys. Later.
Night. Quick.
Oh.